Getting close to a win. Court of Jewels just nudged for second. Very close to a win, and Kennett's not far away either. He had a little setback after he won at Rosehill here mid-Feb, and then raced at Randwick, and he's just starting to really hit top gear again, and he's not far off the winner's circle.
Moving in Perth.
Okay, here are totes confirmed.
4, number 12, Blazing Trail, 31 and 7, 13, Just a Promise, 44 and 13, and 14, Little Jug, 30 and 6.
And they've broken in a pretty fair line with Intelligent Star hopping out very quickly on the inside to lead. Heaps of Fun Aviate going forward early. Deeper out there was Knockrow with Let's Planet. Frivolity over on the inside and on the straight, and around those very deep is Orchestrated with Dapper Zap. Arabian Magic drifting back, Finger, followed by Square Time. Royal Caliph at the toe with Mystic Morse. And Dance the Night is last of all. 1,000 to go. And Intelligent Star holds the inside from Knockrow and Orchestrated. A line of 3. 2 lengths to Aviate, a length to Dapper Zap, followed by Heaps of Fun on the inside, and between those runners, Let's Planet. A couple away on the straight, Square Time deep out, followed by Frivolity. A length and a half to Arabian Magic, Mystic Morse, Royal Caliph, Finger, and last of all is Dance the Night. 600 metres out. Orchestrated took a clear lead from Knockrow. Intelligent Star sitting in the box seat, and behind those Aviate, a length away to Let's Planet. Dapper Zap, Heaps of Fun losing ground there, passed by on the straight, Square Time, Royal Caliph, Arabian Magic. Around the turn, Orchestrated in front of the favourite Intelligent Star, into the clear from Knockrow under pressure. Let's Planet back along the inside with Heaps of Fun, and deeper out than Aviate, and on the straight it's Intelligent Star racing to the lead though below the 200 from Orchestrated. Let's Planet battling on strongly, going for a run on the inside. Deeper out there on the straight and Royal Caliph, it's Intelligent Star in front. Let's Planet deep out, Royal Caliph is flying, but Intelligent Star gets in by a neck to Let's Planet. Royal Caliph just in front of on the straight, Arabian Magic, then Orchestrated, Heaps of Fun, Knockrow, Mystic Morse, Aviate, Dance the Night, Finger back with Frivolity, Dapper Zap, and last in was Square Time.
Number 6, Intelligent Star, 260, 150, 8, Let's Planet at $2.40, and 1, Royal Caliph at $4.90.
Margins previous at Newcastle were a half length each way. They're at the barrier, Gold Coast. Race number 4.
Next event from Morphettville goes at 3:25.
Kiwi Warrior still away, and Sir Clive likewise with Pristine Partners. Last year's Rosehill Guineas, of course, was taken out by Diatribe, who defeated Freemason and Crawl. Now, the last of the horses moves up. So we're just about set for the year 2001 Darley Rosehill Guineas. Red lights on. Attendant with one towards the outside. And they're off in the Rosehill Guineas. And as they come into my view, the early leader is Rings of Gold from Inspire. Going up quickly, the filly Gentle Genius. Dynamite is 4th, and 5th is Hit the Roof as they settle. Then Paradiddle, followed by Fubu, Kiwi Warrior. A length to Zero Rules, and 2 lengths to Clive. About 4, Sail of Century, Sporting Scribe, Reenact. And then Scenic Warrior. Second last is Pristine Partners, and 3 or 4 lengths to the favourite Universal Prince. To the back, 1,500 to go, and Gentle Genius takes up the role of pacemaker. She's a length and a half on Paradiddle. Rings of Gold third, Hit the Roof 2 lengths further back, followed by Dynamite, Fubu. A length and a half further away is Inspire. Then comes Zero Rules the inside as they string out a shade from Kiwi Warrior, Sir Clive. Sail of Century over on the inside, and then Sporting Scribe. About 2.5 to Pristine Partners on the outside of Reenact, 2 Scenic Warrior, and a length the Universal Prince. They race in the direction of the halfway marker, and Gentle Genius near the 1,000 pole. 3/4 of a length on Paradiddle. Third is Rings of Gold, Hit the Roof. In 4th, Posse, 1 off the rails. Then Fubu and Dynamite racing together, followed by Inspire, and then Zero Rules the rails. Followed by Kiwi Warrior, a length and a half to Sir Clive on the outside of Sail of Century. A couple to Sporting Scribe, and then Reenact on the rail over Pristine Partners. Second last is Scenic Warrior, and still a length the Universal Prince. He must be 20 lengths from the lead occupied by the filly Gentle Genius, and down to the 550. Gentle Genius, 3/4 of a length on Paradiddle. Rings of Gold, Hit the Roof about to take off. Dynamite is easing away. away from the rails to come into the picture, and Fubu went via the Cape, and Universal Princess passed a few nearer to the inside. In the stretch, 350 to go. Gentle Genius, a length and a half. Rings of Gold, Dynamite. Universal Princess scraping paint. He's coming up on the inside. Here is a great finish. Dynamite got to Gentle Genius. Rings of Gold between them. Not much room for Universal Prince. Sail of Century coming home with Scenic Warrior. Dynamite got to the front from Sail of Century. Dynamite, I reckon, from Sail of Century, Scenic Warrior. And then came at the head of the others, the horse on the outside, Universal Prince, Rings of Gold, the inner, and then Sir Clive, followed by Hit the Roof, Gentle Genius, Zero Rules, Reenact, and then Kiwi Warrior, Paradiddle, Fubu, Sporting Scribe, Inspire, and back amongst the tail enders, Pristine Partners. Dynamite, what a ride. Well, it drew the rails, but he was able to deftly ease off same Brian York coming to the home corner. They came at him, Sail of Century lunged at him, but that shot was taken past the post. Won't be much in it as the line has been reached. 3 Dynamite, Brian York. Sail of Century's come home very quickly on the outside. He looks to have just missed from where I view. Having a look at the closed circuit replay again. Dynamite in front. Gee, I tell you what, Sail of Century's right in this to the naked eye. It appeared as though Dynamite had been able to win from Sail of Century, but looking at this replay, well, Sail's got up. Number 8 has got up to win it. Sail of Century, ridden by Larry Cassidy. In the last stride, number 8, Sail of Century, ridden by Larry Cassidy, has arrived to win the Darley Rosehill Guineas. Number 3 is second, and that is Dynamite, ridden by Brian York. And number 4 has run third, and that is Scenic Warrior, ridden by Brett Preble. Number 13 was the official fourth, and that was Rings of Gold. 8, 3, 4, the winner. Raced by the Duffiseys, Ron, Mrs. Cheryl, Rod and Mrs. Kay Dufficy, by Prized from Trio, trained by John Hawkes, bred by Jim Campen, and Sail of Century has been able to score by an eyelash.
Oh, it was a great start too. Mr. Explorer Niccolo were amongst the first away, heading off Race the Sun. Quickly into stride though, Tribune's Flight from the outside, and the little grey galloper Blasters having a shot for the front now in front of Sin.
Racing now, and they've jumped in a good line with a point on the inside away smartly. Amber Boys missed it, and the Mookster also slow out. And Lord Kingston also, it's a point, and Irish Gen T leading early. Cal Power going up on the inside from Real Time, and deeper out there was Corvain, followed by Oamaru Rhythm. A neck away to Bush Outlaw. Back then comes Point Danger. The Mookster, well, he's missed it, and he's out of business with Lord Kingston. Well back Muddajar, and last of all is Amber Boy. The leader Irish Gen T at the 600 by a length and a half to Real Time, slipping up on the outside of a point. Then Cal Power. Corvain away from the rails, out 3 deep. The Mookster, a length and a half to Oamaru Rhythm, and Bush Outlaw from Point Danger, Lord Kingston, Amber Boy, and Muddajar around the turn, and the South Australian Visitor in front here. Irish Gen T shaken up from Real Time. A point is over on the inside under pressure. Deeper out then Cal Power, Oamaru Rhythm. Point Danger down the outside with Corvain. Bush Outlaw's not in the race. It's Irish Gen T in front. Other point on the inside, Real Time, Oamaru Rhythm and Corvain. Irish Gen T in front. They're swamping at a point on the inside, and Lord Kingston getting a split in the centre. Lord Kingston has come from back second last to beat Irish Gen T and Corvain in a photo with a point. Then Point Danger, Oamaru Rhythm, Cal Power next in Real Time, who weakened. Back with it Amber Boy, a shocker, Bush Outlaw, and the Mookster back at the tail with Muddajar.
8 Lord Kingston. 16.80, 470 from 9 Irish Jan T showing 660 for the place, and number 11 Corvain is showing 250. Previous to Toowoomba 2 by 2.5, 56.55 the time.
Gen T looked as if it was going to hold them all at bay. It has burst through an opening coming from about 7th at the 50-metre mark. And Corvain has got home strongly on the outside here. Now Corvain will get second and nose in front of Irish Gen T. So it will be 8, 11 and 9. 8, 11 and 9 on race number 6. 8, 11, 9 will be the numbers.
At winning margin at Toowoomba on that first, a length and 3/4 by 2.5. Now they're getting set at the coast, and the favourite there is Crosswords. 310 the win, 170 for the place. There's correct weight Toowoomba race 1 on the numbers 11, 1 and 10, and still awaiting that trifecta.
Nose in front of Irish Jan-T, who was in front 2 strides off the line, and it's only finished up running third in a very, very thrilling finish. But a couple of flops there in the favourite, A Point, and Bush Outlaw, who didn't give a kick. The winner's trained by Simon Murray.
Right, it's 4 o'clock. They're almost set at the coast.
Oh, gee, Crosswords going off in the stalls.
Hopes you're enjoying your afternoon of racing. Bowl in soon and add that extra dimension to your punting in its state-of-the-art tap. Toongabbie Bowling and Recreation Club, Station Road, Toongabbie. Information for members and their guests.
Almost set Adelaide. Lolita Star, favourite 310, 160.
Ready for the Guineas. 1,600 metres the journey. They're racing. And they seem to break in a pretty good line as well. Benediction going forward after the start, looking for the lead. Exalted Lad driving through near the inside. Rallies in that lead group early as well with Comforts. And now from wider out, So Gorgeous going forward with Bo Bello. Bo Bello gets over to get to the lead now from So Gorgeous second. Keymark third. Starbucks went to fourth. Back on the inside, Exalted Lad was next. There's another one off the track starting to improve now. That's Bleeny. Exalted Lad now back to about sixth on the inside. Comforts going forward off the track as well. Benediction was next, then Rally back on the inside. Further back in the field to Danish Storm, Lolita Star all-time high. Getting well back in the field, Soldado with Burley. And back last of all was Gold Gift. They've got 800 metres left to travel. And Bo Bello, a narrow leader here from Bleeny, wide out, then Comforts. Keymark back on the inside. So Gorgeous back to fifth, then Starbucks. Exalted Lads had a good run. He's next on the inside. Then Benediction. Rally was next, all-time high, tracking up on the inside from Danish Storm. Lolita Star starting to circle the field now from Burley. Also starting a run, Soldado. And back at the tail was Gold Gift. They really pack up though on the bend. In the Adelaide Guineas, and the front runner Bo Bello led narrowly. So Gorgeous quickly straight up on the outside to be second. Behind them Keymark with Bleeny. Exalted Lads got to the outside. Further back Rally and Danish Storm, the widest runner, putting in the big ones. So Gorgeous hit the lead. Rally getting through. Then Exalted Lad and Danish Storm, but So Gorgeous the leader from Rally starting to lift. So Gorgeous and Rally. So Gorgeous hangs on to win the Guineas. Rally second. Third, take your pick. Danish Storm there with Exalted Lad and Keymark. Close up then we had Soldado from Lolita Star. Then all-time high. Burley doing its best work late from Bo Bello. Then Benediction, Bleeny. Well back Comforts with Gold Gift, and Starbucks, one of the last to pull up.
Number 10, So Gorgeous, $10.40 and $3. Number 3, Rally to pay $9.50. For third, 1 Exalted Lad, $1.50. Or number 9, Danish Storm at $11.90.
Correct weight Caulfield, 8, 11, 9. Ahead of Totes. Here's Ian.
Righto, Les, the market on the Darley Rider race number 7. Number 1 here.
Till, here's Ian.
Righto, Greg, thank you. Assertive Lad running the favourite here. Number 11, $4 and $2.20 ahead of number 1 at $5.70 and $2.30, and that is Shogun Lodge. Now only Go Flash Go Land Sighting and Shogun Lodge to fill the gates for the Darley George Rider Group 1, worth $350,000 in prize money. Last year's George Rider Stakes taken out by Al Mansour, beat Bonanova and a higher. Land Sighting walks in. Shogun Lodge finds his position in gate number 14, and we're ready for action. Race 7. I'll soon be off. Movement in the middle. Ready. Racing in the Darley George Rider. Assertive Lad missed the start, and so did Cinderbella. And Akhenaten burst out of the boxes and is taken on quickly by Adam for the lead. And Adam, as they settle down, about a neck or so on Akhenaten, a length and a half to Star Satire. Mr. Murphy, Go Flash, Go Land Sighting El Mirada. Then Oliver Twist, a length to Show a Heart, followed closely by Assertive Lad sent home. Then Shogun Lodge. Second last is Crawl. And about 3 lengths to Cinderbella last. They race to the 1,000 in the Darley George Rider. Adam leads the way from Akhenaten Eaton. Star Satire travelling third, Mr. Murphy's fourth, and then Go Flash, Go Land Sighting. A length and a half to El Marada, followed by Shower Heart. Oliver Twist over on the inside, and then comes Assertive Lad sent home from Cruel. Shogun Lodge is second last off, 15 lengths off the lead and 4 lengths to Cinderbella. They work their way down to the 650 marker, and Adam about 3/4 of a length clear. In second, Posse, Akhenaten 2.5 to Star Satire, Mr. Murphy, followed by Land Sighting on the outside of it as they turn at this particular stage. Go Flash Go. Assertive Lad's about 5th last as they straighten up, and the Warhorse Adam, he's about 3/4 of a length on the Kiwi. Star Satire. Land Sighting is third, Mr. Murphy's fourth, and Assertive Lad with a lot of work to do after blowing the start, but Land Sighting after Star Satire and Adam. Land Sighting hits the front. Shogun Lodge late on the outside, but Land Sighting put paid to them, and Land Sighting beat Shogun Lodge. I think Crawl nailed Adam for third, and then Star Satire, Shower Heart, Go Flash, Go El Marada, and then sent home Mr. Murphy pulling up quickly. Assertive Lad, whatever chance he had, he blew it at the start from Oliver Twist, Akhenaten, and Cinderbella was absolutes. Number 5, Land Sighting, wins the George Rider, sponsored by Darley. Number 5, Land Sighting, Corey Brown, New South Wales, $14.10 the win and $4.10 for the place. Land Sighting, trained by Noel Mayfield Smith for J.L. Cannon, A. Barbutis and M.A. Stagoulis. A 5-year-old bay gilding by Greg from Political Asylum, and has notched 238,000 for his connections today, which takes his overall earn to in excess of $1.25 million. He's up over the 1.3 now. 519, Land Sighting, Corey Brown first. Number 1, Shogun Lodge, Glen Boss second, $2.40. Number 9, Crawl, has run third, ridden by Rod Quinn, has paid $5.80. Number 2 ran fourth, and that was Adam. The Quinella was $52.50, exacta $115.90, the trifecta, $1,508.60. The first 4, $6,846. And the cents is 0, and the daily double, $393.30. Margins to come. Time is interesting, 1:27.67, not far outside the race record of March here, 1:27.38, sectional 34.38. So Land Sighting winning his 8th race this afternoon. A wonderful horse, Land Sighting, well documented. Was at death's door going back a couple of years following an operation, but he's fought back, and what a great job he's done since coming back. Land Sighting, he toyed with them and won comfortably. Assertive Lad missed the start, and you can't afford to do that in this company over the 1,500 metres. Shogun Lodge, terrific at Doncaster trial. Great effort from the 14 gate, but take nothing from Land Sighting. He toyed with them. Length and a half the winning margin comfortably, with a neck between second and third, and here are the totes being confirmed. Number 5, 14.10.
Just about ready to go. He was a shade reluctant to go forward. Forest Jim, he's in now, set, they're off and running. Fashion Flame slowly away. It's whipping the tail around there, doesn't want to settle. The hind goes back towards the tail with Sir Linford and Wajib Star. Forest Jim, the favourite, has begun well. It leads early from Mr. Nelson, working up. Also there is Hot Raj and Greenstone Charm is prominent here. Forest Jim doesn't want to lead. Hot Raj goes 3/4 to a length in front now. Greenstone Charm up second. 1.5 now. Third is Forest Jim as they settle and working towards the back. For the back in the race now, we've got Torlease whipping up around them 3 deep. Mr. Nelson has gone back 5th. 1 for the back, Fashion Flame. Then Ancient City settling down midfield on the inside. 1.5 lengths for the back in the race came Kazik Wajib Star. Well back behind with Backstop. 2 for the back, then Macabeo, and 2 to Sir Linford last of all. Along the back of the course they race, 1,100 metres left to go, and it's Greenstone Charm whipping up on the outside to join Hot Raj. Torlease a length away, third up on the outside of the favourite Forest Jim, who's now off the rail, and Mr. Nelson gets up inside it. 1 for the back in the race midfield was Fashion Flame, followed by Wajib Star, then Backstop, Ancient City. 1 for the back, the hind, being followed by Backstop, Macabeo and Sir Linford last of all. 750 metres left to go here. Greenstone Charm narrowly from Hot Raj. 3 out was Torlease, a half length away. Forest Jim into the clear is just behind them at the moment, running fourth, followed by whipping around them out wide was Wajib Star with Fashion Flame. Forest Jim held up again. Mr. Nelson back on the inside as they corner. Further back in the race, Kazik the hind. Well back was Backstop. Sir Linford, Ancient City, Macabeo last of all. Across the track on the turn here, Greenstone Charm got to Hot Raj, but Torlease got to the pair as they cornered. Fashion Flame and Forest Jim about to ease off their heels here. It's Fashion Flame racing to the lead from Greenstone Charm and Torlease. Forest Jim into the clear. It's Fashion Flame in front. 2 lengths away is Forest Jim. Fashion Flame with 2 lengths to spare over Forest Jim, who's lifting late, but it's Fashion Flame in front from Forest Jim, and Fashion Flame has won at a length and a half from Forest Jim. Sir Linford has rattled home to grab third, and then came the hind fourth. In behind them, Greenstone Charm, followed by Torlease, and then Mr. Nelson. In behind them, Ancient City, Hot Raj, Macabeo. Well back was Backstop, Kazik, and last of all was Wajib Star.
11, Fashion Flame, $19.10 and $4.20. Number 7 was second. Forest Jim, it'll pay $1.30. 6, Sir Linford at $4.10.
And the Quinella 22.20, the exacta 55.80, 11.76 trifecta 696.90. Now we have correct weight Newcastle on the numbers 4, 6, 5 and 2.
Weather's right for Pub Mart, where you can always get your VB stubbies and cans.
The good times start at Pub Mart. Pub Mart.
How are you punting today? Now you can really play up your winnings, or...
As Zantra comes forward, Flavor's drawn the inside box. 1400 journey of the last, the ambition. Zantra's in. And Lady Marion coming forward. Weasel Will, well backed in the last, 890 now on Tab Limited. In a very wide market, number 4 in New South Wales at 490, and that is a Phoenix Park. Now they're set for the ambition, the last of the day. And they're off. And Spying didn't jump all that quickly, but wide out on the track, going out smartly, was Phoenix Park. And as they settle into stride, it's going to be Phoenix Park leading from Lady Marion, Manor Hill, and Flavors back fourth, a length the Marginui, followed by Zantra. Then Final Fantasy and Old Man, and a couple of lengths then to Weasel Will on the inside of Condotti from Spying. Then Brief Kiss Catapult. About 2 to Foolish Things as they string out, and Koala Con brings up the rear to the side at the 900. And here Lady Marion rests the lead from Phoenix Park, and going up hastily on the outside is Zantra. Manor Hill fourth, and Flavors fifth, a length and a half to Marginui. Final Fantasy on the inside of Old Man, then Condotti. A length to Weasel Will, Spying, 3 lengths to Catapult, and then Brief Kiss from Koala Con, and 2 to Foolish Things. At the 600 marker, Lady Marion more than a length clear on Phoenix Park and Zantra. Manor Hill around Flavor, a length to Marginui, ridden along from Final Fantasy, Old Man. Then comes a heavily back Weasel Will, and a length further back is Condotti, Spying behind it. Into the stretch, 350 to go. Phoenix Park from Lady Marion, Zantra, and further out is Marginui. Final Fantasy starting to lengthen stride, and then Old Man at the 200. Phoenix Park taken on by Zantra, but Final Fantasy, he's coming with a wet sail. He's got them covered, and away goes Final Fantasy. A wall of horses battle out Miners, Old Man and Spying, but Final Fantasy walks in. A photo, Old Man, Spying and Marginui for second, third and fourth, and then came Manor Hill, followed by Catapult, Weasel Will, Flavor with Zantra, Lady Marion. Phoenix Park dropped out from Brief Kiss, Foolish Things, and the last two in Koala Con and Condotti. Final Fantasy, number 9, has won the final event of the day, ridden by Mark de Montfort. And he's paid in New South Wales on Tab Limited, $9.50 and $3. Number 9, Final Fantasy, is scored in the last, and a photo called for second, third and fourth. You wouldn't dare try and work it out. Anything likely to happen at photos here, but nevertheless, 9 the winner, clear cut. Final Fantasy, raced by him and Mrs. D. Chung, trained by Bruce Cross. Mark de Montfort aboard by Chimes Square from Fantastique, a 5-year-old bay gelding, winning his 6th race from 28 starts. Here are the numbers, 9, 5 and 3. Number 5, Old Man, is second, ridden by Larry Cassidy, has paid $4.10, and number 3, Third Spying, ridden by Darren Beatman, has paid $2.50. So it's 9, 5, 3 and 6 was the official fourth. Time for the race, 1:21.51, and that'll stand as a race record. Actually, that is a course record, 1:21.51, because Lloyd Boy and Manicato held the record at 1:21.60. In 79, Lloyd Boy, and 1980, Manicato. Of course, the 1,400 metres here is only just back into operation because of the demise of the Equitrack. And anyway, This fella's run 121.51, 34.16. Great win by Final Fantasy. And here are the totes. Elsewhere at Ascot. Good afternoon all. Let's go to Darren.
The outcome of this race will certainly have a big bearing on it. Now they're set. Racing in the gym crack. Brocky's Dream jumped well, but Magic Heaven has blundered the start. She's back last as they settle down. And the newcomer, Kirov Ballet, jumped away very quickly from the inside. Price Control is going to head her, however. And then Born Priceless tracking across to third, followed by Peppercorn Lass, and then Gambay on the inside. Brocky's Dream, Magic Heaven behind those, followed by Hello Angel. And Miss Torpego settled at the tail of the field. Price Control all of a sudden steadied the tempo at the 650 and led a half a length over on the outside. Born Priceless, 1.5 Kirov Ballet looking for rain on the inside of Peppercorn Lass, and Brown's been able to work into the clear with Magic Heaven. She's going up to split. Brocky's Dream, Gambay got held up, and then came Hello Angel, and last is Miss Torpego turning in the gym crack, and on the inside as they swing the bend, it's Price Control from Born Priceless. Magic Heaven let down. She's coming with an almighty run, and with 200 to go, Brown gave her a taste of the Persuader. She raced to the lead. Born Priceless sticking with her from Price Control. Kirov Ballet. Magic Heaven's having to dig deep. Kirov Ballet on the inside with Born Priceless, but Magic Heaven, she is class with a capital C. Missed the kick, and she has won the gym crack brilliantly. Magic Heaven first. Tight for second, Kirov Ballet or Born Priceless. Gambay was fourth, and then came Brocky's Dream, followed home by Price Control, and then at the head of the others, Miss Torpego with the last two home, Hello Angel and Peppercorn Lass.
Number 2, Magic Heaven, 290, 190. A photo of the Miners, 3 Born Priceless, $2.60, or number 9, Kirov Ballet at $3.20.
At the Barrier Eagle Farm for the last, Cabracel, the favourite, $3.90 to win, 2 even the place. Second pick currently number 6. Thomas John, $8.70, $2.80, and Blue Poet, $8.80 and $2.70.
Newcastle race number 8, 1 Can Quill.
Set, off and running, and Grenita on the inside bounced away fairly. Archway Angel missed it by a length or so. Grenita with Jew Crazy ridden up to take a forward spot. Specks of Gold, Othopus further out, and also Be My Princess. But Grenita leads them on the first turn by about a half length from Jew Crazy. Specks of Gold has gone up 3 out and third, followed by Be My Princess, rushing around outside it. Othopus 3 deep, another 2 lengths in the field to White Hart Lane, and Quietly Adamant is 3 wide around it. Archway Angel back on the inside, then Aberdeen Rose over the counter, and Kinjaika on the outside last of all. 7 lengths would cover the field, 1,400 metres left to go, and it's Jew Crazy in front. Othopus is now worked up into second spot. 2 lengths Specks of Gold, who wants to get the head up, and they were being followed by Grenita back fourth on the inside. Then Be My Princess further back in the race, then Quietly Adamant around it, with also rushing around back in the middle. White Hart Lane, Kinjaika, then Archway Angel, 2 lengths Aberdeen Rose, and over the counter on the outside last of all. Jew Crazy striding out here, and now leads 2.5 to 3 lengths from Othopus. Another 3 away in the field. Third, Specks of Gold with 1,100 metres left to go. Then Grenita fourth on the inside, followed by Quietly Adamant as they string out. Then rushing around out wide was Kinjaika. Further back in the race, then Be My Princess, White Hart Lane, Aberdeen Rose, Archway Angel, and over the counter last of all. Well, Jew Crazy coming down the side at the 800 metre mark is still leading by 2 lengths from in second placing here. Othopus. Quietly Adamant is moving up as they quickly move up towards Jew Crazy as they bunch up near the front. Further back in the race, Kinjaika, who's been wide the trip, then rushing around Specks of Gold on the inside with 600 to go. 2 lengths White Hart Lane, then Be My Princess. Further back over the counter, Aberdeen Rose a fair way off them, spots them about 6 lengths towards the turn. Archway Angel dropped out of it with Grenita. On the turn, Quietly Adamant is going up to Othopus. Jew Crazy is now back third. Further back then came Specks of Gold, and rushing around with White Hart Lane over the counter, Be My Princess, and Aberdeen Rose spots them a tidy start. Othopus with Quietly Adamant moving up on the outside. Quietly Adamant has taken the lead here from Othopus, who's fighting on. It's Quietly Adamant, Othopus. White Hart Lane getting out, but Quietly Adamant in front. Othopus trying to come back at it. Quietly Adamant just in front and wins it by about a head on the line from Othopus. 3 lengths away third, White Hart Lane, then Be My Princess. Further back in the race, Specks of Gold, then came Archway Angel. In behind those, then rushing around Kinjaika. Then came over the counter Aberdeen Rose, and tailed off here was Grenita.
2 Quietly Adamant, 11.20 and 2.90. 4 Othopus at 2.20. 12 White Hart Lane at $2.20.
Now, delay with weighted Newcastle rider of number 10, Sugarland, viewing the video. That's the 4th horse. The numbers are 8, 12, 6 and 10. Toowoomba, race 3 on 10, 2, 11. Emporia, $9.43. 2 Astana, $1.90. 11 Gabriel's Girl, $5.20. Quinella, 18.10. Exacta, $61.60. The 10, 2, 11 Trifecta, $789.80. Whilst at Caulfield, 2 Quietly Adamant, $11.20, $2.90. 4 Othopus.